time now for what you've been posting on our social media platforms. And Mapito Sabili is here. Hi, Map.
Hello, Aisha. How you doing?
Talking about pressure and all of that. You know who gives the pressure?
Everybody, actually,
okay.
But
including you.
No, not that type of pressure, Aisha. Not that type of pressure.
Okay, so what type of pressure?
But you know how to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're Joy News on TV. All right, so let's talk about societal pressures. You know, especially as a woman, people will ask you, when are you getting married? When are you having children? After getting married, when are you having children? When are you buying a house? When are you doing this? So many societal pressures for us. Now, how do you handle these societal pressures? For example, for you, how do you handle these?
I think it's all about you and what you want.
Yeah.
And you always have to plan and have a focus. So
yeah.
You don't really let societal pressures get at you. You must have a plan and you must follow that plan. It's logical conclusion. That's it.
All right. Well, on Strong and Sassy, they've been talking about societal pressures and how to handle it. And the panelists were sharing their experiences and their stories.
My father's friend came to visit, and then he was like, "Oh, you're done with school. Congratulations. When are you getting married?" And my dad was eating. He just raised his hand and he was like, "Oh, she's not ready." But then I was like, okay, probably this man shot at the wrong time.
Okay.
Then I go to another family meeting. People are like, "Oh, you're done with university. Congratulations. When are you getting married?" And I'm like, okay, I'm not even starting with service. You just
hey, when are you getting married? I'm like, wow. And before I saw her give my sisters that pressure.
Okay.
And I didn't know it'll be my turn this soon. So being
in that sisters married?
Yeah, they are married now.
Are they happily married?
Yes, they are.
Okay, that's great.
Well, I believe so. So being then, I'm like, okay, I'm not even 25 years. I'm not solid 25 yet. And I can't even take care of myself fully to think of marriage now. And I know marriage is a lot. And I think that before I even think of marriage, I should get my life figured out. I don't even think I'm there yet. I'm still thinking of how to further my education.
So those are some of the ladies on Strong and Sassy.
Of course. I mean, talk about marriage and people will ask you, when are you getting married? When are you getting... You end up going in for something you don't even want, and at the end of the day, you'll be cursing your stars.
And something that you're not even ready for.
Exactly.
That's a very important part, is that when you're going to start something like marriage is a big thing.
So when are you getting married? The simple answer is, if I'm ready, I'll get married. What's your problem?
All right, let's go to Facebook and see what people have been saying. We'll start with Christian Epps.
And he says, in fact, the society plays an important role in impacting good things and bad ones in us. Sometimes I sit quietly and think of what the society is thinking about me, and I sit to it on my own. I have no option than to listen to myself. I accept decisions from my heart and that of my society. But before I accept the views of the society, I have to think of the positive and negative parts of it before making the final decision. And Pepper Isaac says, I keep to myself. I avoid going to social gatherings. I stay indoors after work and play computer games. Sometimes I play music the whole day, especially on Saturdays and Sundays.
All right, this one's from Eric Nats, who says, be what I want to be and keep focused. The fish in salty oceans don't have to be bothered by the salty waters. And Selam Beta says, I just try to live on my own. And Hasty One says, the leaders are ruling us on their own way. What I do is that I normally go to Galaxy Pub, drink, get drunk, and come back home. That's the best way we should be doing it. I guess that will help. And the last one is Demder Simone, who says, sometimes it's good to remain focused and allow society go its way. But who is a society? The people close to us who should know us better. And okay, so those are some interesting comments on how to handle.
You must have a plan and follow it. That's it. If you don't take distractions.
Yeah, so be on your own, focus, don't take distractions.
Societal advice is good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, not the pressures.
Yeah.
Just take the advice and see how you can fix it in your plan. And that's it.
All right. Okay. We're good to go. Now let's talk about some tech talk. There have been some risk of buying second-hand phones, and the Geek Squad have been telling us what some of those risks are.
So I think I'm going to base this off experience, or based on what people have been, the prevalent culture here. And I think it is used phones, people buying phones that have already been used by others, right? And or sometimes even gifts. Like basically phones you don't really buy fresh from the store. And from what I've been seeing, at least from where we sit, you know, you find most of these devices either have already been bagged, okay, or you know, there are some things that are on it that the next user using it, okay, if you do not clean up, for example, a lot of people buy phones that maybe these circle people, right, have already rooted it, and that basically means that you've given the phone higher privileges than the normal user. So if you're using a phone like that, if you come across harmful applications, they can do more harm on your system than the average person. So these used phones, you know, these are some of the existential things that come with them. And I think a lot of them are in the system. A lot of people don't buy fresh phones because it's cheaper to get a used phone.
But I know you buy new phones.
Oh, as for me,
that's fine.
straight from the box, baby.
all
Straight from the box. But I mean, it comes with secondhand anything, secondhand cars, secondhand phones, secondhand clothes. You just need to be careful, you know, although you might
But when
want
it comes
cheaper
to
things.
gadgets, I think the best thing is to get a new one.
Yeah.
Because even when the phones, what you know, 11 Pro baby.
Oh yeah, baby, baby. You know that 11 Pro thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks so much for bringing us through this interactive. And